Why I bought the Xim Apex, and 10 reasons why I don't use it. If you have watched my videos, you will notice I did not upload a single video in the year of 2018. That happened because my old PC died after July 15, 2017, and I would go without a PC until February of 2019. That's almost 2 years without a PC, but I wasn't taking a break from gaming. I went to my local pawn shop and bought an Xbox One S for $150. I tried console gaming, but at the time, I wasn't a controller player. So I also bought a device called a Xim Apex. I bought it because of videos I've seen on YouTube, videos saying it's cheating, videos saying it's not cheating, and videos of people dropping massive streaks on console players. I wondered to myself, is this mouse and keyboard control on console with aimbot? I had to test the device. After 7 years of testing, my original opinions about the device have drastically changed. This was not the device I thought it was. I played my first game of Advanced Warfare and almost dropped my first DNA bomb going 20-0, the streak ended too soon because I joined late. I thought I'd go on another easy streak because of this cheating device, which is what I thought of it at the time, but then I realized that this Call of Duty game invented skill-based matchmaking, or SBMM. I just managed to keep a positive KDR in the next match. Lucky for me, I did not get my first DNA bomb with a Xim Apex, because within less than a year, I would get one using the legendary Advanced Warfare Xbox One co-branded controller and console. More on that in a bit. The Xbox One S and Xbox Live account created with it, I would later give away to a friend as a Christmas present, but I kept my Xim for obvious reasons. Now onto the list, 10 reasons why I don't use the device on console. Number 10, mouse and keyboard with aimbot on console is a misconception. I've tested the device for over 6 years, and I have no reason to believe this device is overpowered on console in games where aim assist is stronger at lower sensitivities. If you want to know what real aimbot with a mouse is, try installing hack or cheat programs on PC and get banned for being an idiot. Using a Xim on console will never be anywhere close to an aimbot program in PC games. When I bought the device, it was not to cheat or flex against controller players. Turn the page in that book. Number 9, I somehow cannot update the firmware on my Xim Apex device. Maybe it's because my iPad is 5 years old, but for some reason I cannot update the firmware on my Xim. I even tried doing it manually through my PC, but that doesn't work either. Number 8, I mastered the claw grip. Naturally, I have big hands despite not being a big person. My hands have no troubles reaching any of the buttons on the controller, and after watching people play claw in handcam videos, I wanted to try it too, and I fucking excelled at it. I naturally and comfortably play claw with controller. Number 7, I don't want to play an easier game. PC gaming is too fucking easy. When I first started playing first-person shooters against real people, it was on PC. I started out as a bot, and got better every day. Now look at me, I'm the number 1 player in the S1X client, and one of the top 1000 sniper players in Roblox Phantom Forces. I come to console to play against tougher opponents. I want to play a harder game, and by making my game easier on console using a Xim, it wouldn't be fun at all. Console is a challenge, and if you know me as well as you think you do, you know I love me a good challenge. Number 6, KBAM on console will never be the same as KBAM on PC. On console, you're locked at 65 field of view and 60 frames per second. As a PC player, I hate that with a mouse and keyboard. The fast micro movements are nauseating. With those limitations, I'd rather play with a controller. On PC, you can have as many frames as you want on your own custom field of view. With natural mouse and keyboard control, you can do a lot of things that a Xim cannot grant you. Like an effortless 180-degree rotation to kill an enemy behind you, this is what we call a turn-on. PC keyboarding allows better movement and control bindings. That transitions us to number 5. Number 5, the key bindings aren't perfectly customizable. The Xim emulates PC controls within the confines of a controller, so you don't have a lot of options. You cannot dual bind keys, and you will have one key doing two things. For example, I reload my weapon and accidentally pick up ground weapons. This is so annoying, and I cannot get around it. I just don't have the mental capacity to long-term main the Xim device, because of this downside. Number 4, Phantom Forces on Xbox has unintentionally patched the Xim into the ground. It was good while it lasted, and I could have had a lot of fun at the enemy's expense if I had an Xbox Series X a lot sooner than I did. However, they added so many controller settings to that game, they may have unintentionally patched the Xim. You cannot establish perfect settings with the Xim anymore. Otherwise I would destroy that game, showing exploiters on PC how to legally cheat in Phantom Forces. Toxic. Who fucking cares? Hate me. Number 3, it's impractical for my gaming setup. Before I explain my number 3 reason in detail, I would like to clarify that there are differences between the words impractical and incompatible. I said the former, not the latter. Google both of those words. It's impractical because it takes an extensive amount of time to set up. When I do a setup tour, I will explain it in an extensive context. Number 2, I want to respect the console ecosystem, even if it's not mutual. You earn no bragging rights if you use a Xim. I mentioned that in my last Xim video. I also mentioned earlier in this video that I dropped my first DNA bomb ever using the legendary Advanced Warfare Limited Edition Xbox One console, and the controller that came with it. That was the most legendary moment of my life, as I was unable to get my first DNA bomb on PC, because S1X wasn't developed at the time, and all of the PC servers for Advanced Warfare were in the European Union. I came so close but never got one, despite making it to Grandmaster Prestige. When this Xbox came in the mail, one of the two consoles I had sought after for 5 years and finally got them. I was exhilarated beyond belief. I wasn't even trying to get my first DNA bomb, it just happened, while I was casually ranking up to max level. I cannot describe how great of an honor it was to achieve my first DNA bomb ever, using this controller and this Xbox. All I wanted to do from there on out is honor the console community by only taking my Call of Duty co-branded controllers into battle while on console. I have all 5 Call of Duty co-branded controllers, plus one more. Nothing feels so good to hold in my hands. I shall fight controller and K-BAM players on console, with my own controllers. Bring it on, motherfuckers. Number 1, I'm a zombies player. The Xim doesn't make zombies easier, and using a mouse and keyboard on PC in that game mode isn't satisfying either. Using a controller in that game mode is a lot of fun, and easier than both of the formers. I play more zombies than I play multiplayer. I'm the motherfucking Exorcist after all. I've been playing Call of Duty Zombies long before I ever played multiplayer. I'm not the best at it, but I'm very good at co-op game modes. The Xim is not a device I'll naturally use in zombies. The aim assist is a handicap in the zombies game mode, and I will explain that in detail when I release my video regarding the downsides to aim assist. Now that I've explained my reasons, am I feeling buyer's remorse after purchasing the Xim? Not at all. It was fun to test in private matches. There is also another selling point that the Xim has always offered its consumer base, that is controller crossover. I'll use my Xim to play games with opposing controller brands. I'll buy the Xim Matrix when I have the opportunity to get one, but I'm not gonna use mouse and keyboard in console games against real players, that's just not for me. If I want to use a mouse and keyboard in a multiplayer PvP game, I'll use my $7,000 beast of a PC, instead of a $150 excuse of a PC. Thanks for watching this video. Grandmaster Exorcist says hate me.